Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jim LaBuda here once again, and today we're going to take another look at the golf swing of Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy was just selected as a captain's pick for the European Ryder Cup team when they take on Team USA this September in Rome. Tommy's always a force to reckon with. He's a very, very accurate iron player, and we're going to take a look today at exactly how Tommy Fleetwood controls the club face on his golf swing, which will definitely help you hit longer, straighter shots if you can control your club face like Tommy Fleetwood. First of all, here we're going to look at a setup position here. Very, very sound. As you can see, hands are hanging naturally from the body. We've talked about setup positions a lot. As he starts taking the golf club away, when we stop here, again, very, very good. It's a rotation of the upper body that's taking the golf club away. Minimal hip turn, so he's starting to separate the upper and lower body. I love how there's some space here between his lead arm and his body, which tells me that he's definitely using his body to rotate the golf club away from him. Club face is in a real good position there. As he starts getting to the top of the swing, the set of the wrist, we get up here. Again, textbook position. I love how the lead arm, nice and straight at this position. You can see it's very just pointing outside of the golf ball there. Club face slightly shut at the top of the swing as what we would look at with compared to the lead arm here. Again, not a bad position to be in. This is where Tommy Fleetwood really starts to control the club face on his golf club. As we start looking at the downswing, number one, downswing is going to start with the lower body there. You see how the hips are the first thing that moves. Tommy gets into a position here where the lead arm's parallel to the ground. He's got the club shallowed out very nicely because at this point, again, we look how the shaft of that club is below that trail shoulder, basically pointing at the same position just outside of the golf ball as the club was at the top of his swing. This is where, again, Tommy really controls his club face good because it comes from a rotation of the body, not just from flipping your hand. So as we get into an impact position here, what I want you to notice is the first thing, Tommy's hips are definitely open relative to his shoulders. For amateurs at this position, we usually see the amateurs, either their shoulders are open relative to their hips or they're both open the same amount. You want to make sure your hips are a little bit more open to your shoulders at impact. As he starts coming through the impact position here, what I want you to pay particular notice to is the club face and how it does not flip over and how he's using the rotation of his body here, his upper body, to really control that club face. Too many times at this position, we're going to see one of two things. We're going to see an amateur that's here that really holds the club face position open in this point, or because they've stopped moving their body, their hands have to flip over to control the club face, and the club face gets shut coming through here. So that's where a lot of our inconsistency comes from, and that's what leads to a lot of shots moving off to the right or moving off to the left, depending on what your club face is doing. So if you're looking to hit more greens, if you're looking to get the ball a little closer to the green, or even hit more fairways with your drive, learn how to control your club face using the turn of your body and the rotation of your body and not allowing your hands to flip through impact like Tommy Fleetwood does here.